Hello everybody, my name is Dillard, coming back at you with another podcast. Today's podcast is going to be a spicy meatball. I am so ready, I'm so pumped. The Yankees just won an hour ago over the Mariners, ended up walking off in the ninth inning, winning the game 5-4, improving the Yankees record to 21-14, and dropping the Mariners record to 19-19. Oh my goodness, this was a heck of a game. Yes, most of the game was pretty boring. We had 4 different errors that I can recall. Actually, the fourth one might not be an error, and I don't think it should be an error if it is an error, because that is a very hard play for Gio Urshela to make. That's not a natural play for a third baseman to make. But anyways, the 2 errors that we had in right field, especially with the one where Gardy and Clint Frazier could not make up their mind, could not decide who was going to get the ball. I don't understand. This is not Little League. This is the Major League Baseball scenario. You got to be able to make those plays. But still, even with the 2 errors that Clint Frazier was charged with, we still won the game. And even with the 2 errors that he committed, they didn't even end up scoring a run in either of those innings anyway, so it didn't really matter. And Urshela did have 1 error, which ended up costing a run, but it's okay because the Yankees still won and still got the bats going in the 9th freaking inning. Oh my God, I just want to scream and go outside and run on the golf course that's directly outside my backyard and just scream Urshela and DJ's name. They are freaking legends. Anyway, so for the Yankees hitting, we had a total of 33 at-bats. We had a total of 5 runs, 9 hits, 4 RBIs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Mr. Urshela recorded a double, which was his 8th double of the season. Urshela also recorded a clutch game-tying 2-run shot in the 9th inning, giving him 2 home runs on the season. Gardy recorded his 14th home run of the season. LeMahieu his 19th with a tie-breaking game to walk it off. Oh my God, DJ's 19th RBI of the season was a walk-off. And Cameron Maybin had the freaking wheels. He came home just in time, slid in just in time to be safe. Absolutely amazing way to win the game. But anyways, Urshela also recorded an RBI, but not just 1 RBI. He recorded 2 RBIs this game, and that puts him at a total of 9 RBIs this season. And we also had a very low, this was an extremely low ratio for runners in scoring position with a 1/11 ratio. That is extremely bad. Now, we are not even remotely close to the worst team with runners in scoring position, but you guys know as good as me, for any baseball team, any baseball fan, you're just not going to win games with that low of an effort, that low of a ratio with runners in scoring position. It's just not going to happen. But somehow we pulled it off. We pulled it off in the 9th freaking inning with 3 runs. A freaking game-tying home run for Mr. Gio Urshela. And it wasn't no short porch. No, it was in Monument Park. That thing flew. I think it was like 434 feet, if I'm not mistaken. But that thing flew. Okay? There is nobody who can tell me otherwise and can complain about us having such a short porch. That was to the deepest part of the stadium, center field, Monument Park, end of story. And then, you know, the man, the legend, the one who's been clutch after clutch after clutch this entire season, Mr. DJ LeMahieu, ended up recording the RBI to end the game, RBI, single, whatever you want to call it, to get Maybin home, and Maybin had the Jets rolling. He was rolling down with his freaking scooter, and he ended up getting in there safe, winning the game for us. Absolutely incredible from the guys. I cannot express how happy I am. You guys already know how happy I am. I'm freaking energetic. I'm ready to go scream out people's names. I'm about to go tell everyone in the world that the Yankees are the best freaking team to ever exist in the Major League Baseball organization. I am honestly, at this point, about to waste, and it wouldn't be wasting because I think it would be a quality investment, but I am about to spend $120 on a freaking Gio Urshela jersey because he is the man, and I'm thinking about also spending another $120 on Mr. DJ because he is the man too. And oh my freaking goodness, this game was just amazing. Our pitching was not that bad. It really wasn't. So we pitched 9 innings, gave up 10 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, gave up 1 home run, with a total pitch count of 148 pitches, with 96 of those pitches being called strikes. Now, there was a lot of scenarios where we could have made it a lot easier on ourselves, like Tanaka hooking up a I think it was a slider, if I'm not mistaken, hooking up a slider, or not a slider, sorry, a split finger fastball. I think that was what it was, or either a splitter, either one. But one of those he left hanging, and Edwin Encarnacion absolutely slapped at the left field, ended up giving the Seattle Mariners the lead 1-0. And let me see, Mr. Edwin Encarnacion now has a 246 average, 380 OBP, 525 slugging. Yeah, that was actually Encarnacion's only RBI, and his only hit was a home run, which ended up giving the Mariners the lead in the second inning. Then we ended up scoring a run in the third inning, tying the game. Then we gave up a run in the sixth, and then 2 runs in the eighth. The eighth inning was pretty much a disaster. It could have been a lot worse, but it was still a disaster. And I gotta find some of these stats for you guys, because I ended up like surfing Twitter like crazy. I was going all over Twitter, and there were so many different things that I ended up retweeting, so many different statistics that were amazing that I need to share with you guys, because this is just absolutely phenomenal. It's just amazing. So now I can let you guys know these stats right now. So the first one I do want to mention is, with this game, Gio Urshela is now at a batting average of 483 in his last 10 games. In those last 10 games, he has also recorded 5 multi-hit games in that time span. Now, if I also type in Gio Urshela and look him up on Baseball Reference, because it's a very good place to look up stats, Gio for the 2019 season has a WAR of 0.7, 71 at-bats, 25 total hits. Now he's recorded 2 home runs. So this isn't completely updated, but from what I see right here, his batting average is a 352. He has an on-base percentage of 420, a slugging of 493, an OPS of 913, and an OPS plus of 143, with 10 runs scored, 7 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. This kid is absolutely phenomenal. He is amazing. He makes baseball exciting. DJ makes baseball exciting. They are just a phenomenal duo, and I mean, it's just been absolutely such a ride watching this team. So we're going to go off to some more statistics. I know there was a lot more statistics that I ended up saving along the way. I'm trying to go through. I do also want to mention that from the New York Yankees Twitter, they decided after tonight's game that they would option Mr. Tyler Wade to the Rail Riders, so I have no idea what's going on with that, other than the fact that they sent him down back to the Rail Riders, not the Whale Riders, the hell. But yeah, I'm just kind of surfing through some of these. I do want to mention, too, that it's a massive W on Cashman's part to get DJ in the offseason. That was like the best thing that we could have ever done. It was just insanity. Gio Urshela, like I said earlier, no one can complain about the short porch, because that baby went 433 freaking feet, 107.8 miles per hour, 24 degrees. Absolute a banger of a home run. Also, like to mention that DJ LeMahieu, with this game, is now batting an insane batting average of 471. He is 16 for 34. With 9 RBIs during his 9-game hitting streak. He is hitting 330 on the season. That is insanity. This man is a definitional clutch. This man is the definition of a true baseball hitter and what baseball is all about as far as hitting is concerned. And he also was actually awarded his second Gold Glove. I think it was his second Gold Glove. No, I know that's definitely wrong. It definitely has to be 3 freaking Gold Gloves. There's no way. He has to definitely have 3 Gold Gloves. But anyway, he was awarded another Gold Glove today, which he definitely deserves it. He made a really fantastic double play, which I think it was Beckham, who was on the base paths, ended up not running the base paths as well as you would usually expect him to. But yeah, we ended up getting a really nice double play from that. As far as the Yankees pitching, like I said earlier, it wasn't terrible. It was actually pretty decent. So, I already said the team statistics. So, you had Harvey. He ended up taking the win, had 1 inning pitch, gave up 2 hits, 0 runs, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 1 strikeout. And then Tommy K, 1 inning pitch, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 0 strikeouts. And then Holder had 0.2 innings pitch with 2 hits, 0.2 innings pitched. Let me go back and rephrase that. 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and 0 strikeouts, which Holder was actually the guy who was pitching whenever we ended up getting that really nice double play that ended up getting us out of the 7th inning. Yes, the 7th inning. I remember everything. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm kind of going all over the place. And yes, I will get better at these podcasts. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, but I'm also so freaking pumped. And like I said earlier, the Yankees runners in scoring position wasn't the greatest. At the time that I tweeted one of them, they were at 0 for 6, which was not good. It's not ideal for winning baseball games, if you know that. Even a matter of just one run, even if you don't tie the game, even with runners in scoring position, if you just tack on runs one at a time, it really can make the difference no matter what. Obviously, we all want there to be like an inning with 4, 5, 6 runs and end up taking the lead, but most of the time that's not going to happen. Most of the time you got to stay reasonable. So the Yankees with Gio Urshela, I think this is fantastic, a fantastic stat to know. Gio Urshela with the New York Yankees, he is 7 for 20 with runners in scoring position. That is insane. That is a very, very good ratio. Gio and DJ are the two guys that you want in a walk-off situation, and DJ proved it tonight with a second ever career walk-off. He proves why he is the man and why he is fantastic, and he just had a heck of a day. So other than that, we also, as a team, DJ had 2 hits, Voit had 0, Sanchez had 0, Miguel Andujar had 0, Frazier had 1, Torres had 2 hits, Urshela had 2 hits with obviously a home run, and then Maben had 2 hits, and then Brett Gardner had 0 hits. So we had kind of a wishy-washy game. Like, it really wasn't that great of a game until the 9th inning when our offense just exploded and took advantage and opened the barn doors up, opened the barnyard up, as the podcast is called, and just spread their positivity, spread their baseball knowledge, spread their just absolute amazingness in the game. Don't even know why I'm going on with this rant and why I'm using the words that I'm choosing, but I don't care. I'm freaking happy, and that's all that matters. For Yankees, we're all happy, and we're going to sing Kumbaya later on. Hopefully, we ended up taking the win tomorrow, and it would be freaking awesome. Oh my God, it would be so awesome if we could end up taking the sweep. That would be lovely. This team, I don't care who's on this team. This team has just been so much fun to watch. Obviously, I want all of our guys back, but it's been so much fun to watch. It's been incredible. It's been a heck of a ride, and I'm sure you guys are really enjoying it too. I know there's a lot of moments where they give us heart attacks, they give us anxiety, our freaking hearts are racing, they're pumping, but we are still winning games, and we keep winning, and we keep winning, and we find these incredible ways and use them to our advantage to be able to win baseball games, and it just makes this team that much more exciting. And I just love these guys. I really do. These guys are incredible. They should definitely give themselves a pat on the back because they're amazing. There was also a rain delay. They said about an hour, and I think it was about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes, which it didn't feel like that long. It only felt like it was like 40 minutes or so because I went up and just did some other videos. I was doing some other videos while the rain delay was happening, getting ready for tomorrow and the next day because I have 2 videos that I want to post, one tomorrow if I can, and then the other the next day, with obviously the highlights if the Yankees end up winning. And even if they don't win, I'll still post the highlights as long as they have, a substantial amount of highlights to upload. Because I'm not going to upload like a 45-second video. The video honestly has got to be I'm at least shooting for 2 minutes if I upload a highlight video, even if they do lose. I really don't want to upload any highlight video that's under 2 minutes. I mean, if it has good enough highlights and it's just that fast, like for example, if we have nothing but offensive highlights and we still lose the game, but we have like no strikeouts or pitching, then I might make an exception for it. But most of the time, I'm not really going to post a highlight video unless, there's nothing but a bunch of hits and there's not 24,000 strikeouts, unless it's really that big of a deal. I don't know. Really don't know why I'm going on this rant, but you guys get what I'm saying. But the last thing that I do want to touch on, and I made this tweet earlier. I'm actually going to go back over it and reread it for you guys. And I want you guys to kind of think about it. Kind of let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. And it has to do with Mr. Miguel Andujar. Now, it's definitely worth to mention that so far this season, Miguel Andujar has a negative, sorry, I cannot speak. He has a negative 0.5 WAR, a .208 batting average, a .231 on base percentage, a .208 slugging, a .439 OPS on base percentage plus slugging, and a 19 on base percentage plus, which is very alarming. Now, there's so many people that were riding the bandwagon when Miguel got back. Trust me, I wanted Miguel back. I was very happy to see that he's back. I want him to be the strong hitter that he was last year. But at this point, I don't even care if the sample size is too small, as the analytical nerds call it. Gio Urshela should be the primary third baseman, and he has proved countless times over and over, not just as a third baseman, but as a clutch hitter and as a good hitter in general, that he is more than capable of being the dominant and the primary third baseman. Not primary, I sound country, but the primary third baseman. And I hope all of you agree. Let me know what you think. I just think that Gio in general has had enough time to prove that he is worthy to be the dominant, the primary third baseman of this team. He's done so much, even with the small sample size. He has done so much already to prove that he deserves it. All the double plays, all the fantastic dives and grounders that he's been able to recover. You know, the amazing hitting that he's done, especially tonight. He's just been an all-around great baseball player, hitting and fielding wise. But it's definitely alarming that Miguel Andujar is at this position. This is just hitting statistics. This isn't fielding, because I know a lot of you are going to say, a lot of you are definitely going to probably say that Gio should be the third baseman anyway, because Miggy is definitely not the best defender in the world. He is an overall subpar, maybe not subpar, but an overall average defender, I would say, at best. And Miguel Andujar definitely has the bat in him, but he just hasn't found that groove that he's looking for. I definitely will say that this is definitely too small of a sample size to judge right away. But if this keeps on happening, if Miguel continues to slump, I will have no issue with making Gio the primary third baseman until, occasionally when Gio needs the days off, because he's not obviously going to play every single game throughout the rest of the entire year. But we can do that, and Miguel Andujar can stay on the DH. If Miguel Andujar ends up still slumping by the time we get guys, that don't always play center field and DH, such as Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton, I would definitely have to say that Miguel Andujar, I know this sucks. I really love the guy. He has done a lot. He did a lot for us last year. But if he keeps slumping, and this is just guessing, this is just a hypothesis, just educated guess. We don't know this is going to happen, and I don't want this to happen. I want Andujar to get on a hot streak, and I want him to get back to basics, to basic baseball fundamentals from last year. So I want him to succeed. I want everyone on this team to succeed. Excuse me. I don't want anyone to fail on this team. I don't want Chad Green to go. I want him to be able to work himself back into a dominant reliever like he used to be and come back strong for us and not have an ERA that's over the moon. You know what I mean? I want everyone on this team to succeed. But in a hypothetical situation, I would have to say that whenever everyone gets back, when everyone gets healthy, and Miguel Andujar is still not performing well, most of the time we just got to bench him. Like, I hate to say that, but we got to. We got to have people that remain consistent. Gio, as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, he'll continue to prove everyone wrong, and he'll continue to impress me, and I'll continue to say the same thing over and over again. I think he should be the dominant third baseman, and he should be the one who's playing third baseman most of the time, the majority of the time. Every now and then, Andujar can switch with him, but that's going to be what I'm going to say over and over and over again, and my thought process is never going to change about that. But Miguel definitely has a place as a DH if he can continue, if he can be able to continue to bring himself back up to how he was last year. If he can do that, bring back the basic fundamentals of baseball and hitting, he definitely has a spot as a dominant DH, even when Giancarlo Stanton comes back, because definitely Giancarlo Stanton should be playing left field. People don't give Giancarlo Stanton enough credit for the things that he's done in the outfield, and I think Giancarlo Stanton would be excellent to have at left field. Definitely until Judge gets back, have Giancarlo Stanton in right field, then Frazier in left field. That's what I would say, because even though Frazier has his moments with fielding and isn't the best outfielder, I really would rather have him as the outfielder than Miguel Andujar at third base. So therefore, I would like Clint Frazier to play a position and have Miguel DH, if that makes any sense. Let me definitely know what you guys think in the comment section below about that. But that's really all I have on that topic. Just the fact that as long as Miguel keeps producing, and when I mean keeps producing, I mean he builds back his fundamentals and keeps producing like he did last year, he definitely has a spot as a DH. But as far as a third baseman, He's definitely an average third baseman. I wouldn't say put him over Gio on most days. I would say put Gio over there because Gio's done more than enough to prove that he's worthy, regardless of the, all the analytical nerds say is the small sample size. That's BS. That's bullcrap. There's no small sample size anymore. He has proved himself more than capable, more than worthy to be a dominant third baseman, and that is end of story. That is the fine line in print. End of story. And I will never probably change. Honestly, I will never change my mind on that unless Andujar somehow becomes, Matt Chapman of the freaking baseball community, the baseball world, becomes a dominant third baseman out of nowhere, and Gio somehow just slumps to the bottom. Like he becomes equivalent to like a single A triple baseman, or not even that. I wouldn't even say a single A because those still are very, very good baseball players. More to like a T-ball third baseman. You get what I'm saying? Like obviously it's not going to happen, but what I'm saying is if somehow that were to happen, that's the only way that I would possibly change my mind. There's no other way, no ifs, ands, buts, fine line in print, like I said, end of story. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about Miguel Andujar, what you think the place that you have for him in the lineup. Also, let me know what you guys think about Gio Urshela and just the rest of the roster, especially when, Aaron Hicks gets back, if we should definitely incorporate him more into the center field and Brett Gardner will be the backup, because Brett Gardner right now hasn't been the backup. He hasn't sat very many games out, but will that happen? Obviously. I don't expect Gardner not to be benched when Hicks gets back. But, when we start getting all of our players back, we have an interesting situation. And it's a good situation to have because we have so many options at our disposal. And all these players are more than capable of doing damage. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the video. Definitely let me know how I can improve. I know there's a lot of times where I kind of stutter on my words and I'm kind of like all over the place. I do get that. I'm very bad at that. I'm not going to lie. I'm terrible at that. And I'm just going to admit that straight up. This is the second podcast. I'll get better. It's really hard, more than you think. Instead of like a video, like the normal videos that I do, like the breakdown, like I just cut out like the bad stuff, you know what I mean? Like that's what everyone does. Everyone messes up. But these, it's just like a cut, no cut, just full commentary. But it's not even just a commentary, it's a podcast, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's like a full commentary, no cuts, none of that. And sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes you say words and you're like, oh my God, I didn't mean to say that, But anyways, let me know what you guys think about that situation. Let me know what you guys thought about the walk-off. If you guys did stay for the entire game, even when the weather delay came in. Definitely props to you for staying the whole game. You guys are absolute legends, absolute freaks. I love you guys, Yankees Nation for life. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell for the notifications that you will be receiving always when I upload a video. But like I said, definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, guys.